Good morning, everyone. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful Monday. We have a tropical depression, formerly known as Bale. I think it's still called Bale, that is going to be coming in today. Sometime today. I don't know when, but I think that they said something about between 2 and 4. I think Lori keeps up with our weather better than I do. Okay. So, update on the breakout. Y'all know I have eczema real bad. I suffer with eczema. So, there are a lot of products, different things, conditions that flare and cause me to. There's certain kinds of makeup I cannot wear. I had bought this new stuff, this moisturizer, and I'm beginning to think it's the culprit. I'm going to quit using it for I can use it on my skin as far as like my arms and my legs, but I'm not going to use it on my face for over a week. And it's calmed down a whole lot. I used last night castor oil, and if you use castor oil, it really calms it down a bunch. But I've always suffered from the redness and eczema. My mom has seen me where I've had severe breakouts. She felt really sorry for me. Sometimes I put a bag over my head because I'm so embarrassed. But there's not a lot you can do about it. When you have breakout, you have breakout. I see teenagers all the time suffer with acne. I knew a young guy, he was handsome. He was a handsome young guy. But he suffered really bad from acne. It was like a curse. Really, honestly, he was just eat up in acne. And they tried all those products. I even tried that one product that came out, it was popular there for a while. Was it called Productive? I don't know. It was for acne, because that's what I thought I had at the time. Then I actually went to a dermatologist, and they told me, no, you have rosacea. Well, then later on, I went to a different dermatologist, and they told me I have eczema. So, and Nathan has it too. He just don't get it on his face. He gets it on like his arms and legs. And Andrew he had it really bad as a baby. But he's kind of gotten out of it, I guess. He still gets it here and there. But not near as bad. So, y'all, I'll be on my channel tomorrow or the next day. I'm trying to think when. And I have to mind my P's and Q's. You know? I have to go through my videos and pretty well anything that's possibly copywritten, take it down, even though everybody else uses it. And just make sure that if I want to say anything really controversial, that I do it on X. And Elon is honestly, Elon is getting to where he's using the censorship on X. He suspended a whole bunch of accounts. And it's getting to the point now to where, I don't know, I may just stay at Truth Social. You know, if Elon keeps doing what he's doing. I mean, I know he has to, I'm going to put a little more cream in there. I think that may be what it is. Yeah, baby girl. Oh, don't want too much. Girlie, I don't have your treats. I left them over at Nate and Hannah's. I'll have to go get them. Okay? I guess I could give you some chicken. Want some chicken? Give her some chicken, y'all. Because she did poopy outside. She was a good girl. This is lean chicken meat. Oh, yeah. Trying to get some fat on her. Okay. There you go. Yeah, that girl got it, don't you? Huh? Yeah, that girl got it. But yeah, I've got a huge grocery order coming. The atmosphere feels different. Almost like it's, what do you call it? That hurricane type style weather. That's what it needed. Anywho, rumors were that Biden is supposed to resign today. I honestly don't believe it. They're going to keep him. I heard voters saying, Biden supporters, that they don't care if he's being pushed around in a wheelchair. They're going to vote for him before they do Donald Trump. And I thought, my gosh. I mean, you're going to be that stupid I mean, don't vote for Trump. I don't care. But you're going to sit there and put a degenerate, dementiated old man and keep him in office until he falls over, dead, or whatever the case is. You're going to keep him in there just to spite America. I mean, you people are selfish, first of all, because as much as I despise Joe Biden, nobody deserves that. Nobody. And he needs to have proper medical care, and he needs to be, in a dementia ward in a hospital somewhere and cared for. Instead of having all of this stress piled upon him. And, that's probably what's going on. Honestly, it's stressful to be a president. And his 81-year-old brain is frying up. You guys are literally, maybe it's, I don't know, is it that you want to punish Joe? I really don't know. It's selfish in you and his wife to continue to keep it going. Put Kamala in office. I don't give a rip. It ain't no worse than what we got now. But it's not fair to Joe for them to be doing what they're doing. And they've got top Democrats that are coming out turning on them. You've got several top leaders in the Democrat Party that are officially turning on Joe. And so they're demanding that he resign. Not only drop out of the race, but resign as president. So, they've known all along. Honestly, they've covered it up, what kind of shape Joe has been in. And it's evil. It's just pure evil, what they're doing. They could have replaced him a long time ago. So now, you've pretty well given Trump the victory. Okay? Or Kennedy. Because a lot of these people are going to turn around and vote for Kennedy. It's sad. It really is. It's sad. that life means nothing to these people. Because if they honestly really cared about Joe, and I know it's ultimately his decision to drop out, but he has advisors. He has people surrounding him that are very close knit. And if they were not so greedy and so power hungry, they would tell Joe to leave. Just walk away, quit. You did what you could do. You tried. We got to do something a bit different, bud. There's nothing you can do about it. Go and get you some help. They don't care about him. That's apparent. If you know yourself, if this had been any other human being, okay, on the face of the earth, especially in the United States, that was treated this way, they would be in trouble for elder abuse. I don't know what to say. I honestly don't. I am ashamed of the Democrat Party. I mean, tell me exactly how terrible it was under Trump. I mean, they keep going with this rhetoric. If we ever have another Trump presidency, we're in a doom. How are we not doomed now? We were facing World War III. They're trying to draft Generation Z. And you know what Generation Z is saying on TikTok? I'll go to jail before I get drafted. They're not going to fight your war. They're not going to fight your war. They're too busy playing Call of Duty to fight for the government. They're not going to, they'll sit in jail before they go to war. I guarantee you, try to draft Generation Z. They don't give a rip. Okay? They're too busy putting on makeup and fingernail polish and politicizing and playing video games. They do not care about defending America. They hate America. Everything that America stands for, they think that they don't have any rights. Okay? So they're definitely not going to go out and fight a war. I'm just being blatantly honest. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on anybody. I'm just being honest. It's futile. But try it, Cupcake. I mean, try to get these young people to get up and do the military life. They would be crying their mamas. First time they got yelled at and they didn't get called pronouns. They'll be crying in their mamas. They would not be able to handle Marine life or, the Army, Navy, Air Force, none of that. Good luck. That's all I got to say. But getting back to the subject of Joe Biden, okay? They need to do an emergency deal, and they need to go ahead and make Kamala president. I know, guys. I know. It is what it is. And then, unfortunately, vice president would be Hakeem Jeffries. Okay? And so he's the House Speaker for the Democrat Party. And that would be next in line for vice president. Now, if something was to happen to Kamala, then he would be president. You see what I'm saying? It's a step up. It's kind of crazy the way it goes. I don't know. You got Secretary of State, you got Chief of Staff, You've got different positions that would come in if something was to happen. You see what I'm saying? It would go down the line as far as whoever, So Kamala, and she would have to have a vice president. That's a must. So it would be Hakeem Jeffries. Dear Lord, help us all. But it is what it is. Now, I'm not going to say that's who they would pick in the DNC to run the campaign against Trump. Will they push Kamala out there? She's not very likable. I mean, be honest, there's really not any Democrats that really like Kamala. Not much. You don't see anybody wearing Kamala hats and T-shirts and merch. You don't see it. But they do have Biden Harris, but I mean, other than that, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, and they're so super jealous because Trump has all these people that wear merch. And it's like, oh, you got to sit here and wear this, that, and the other, and you got to wear his mug shot, and you got to do this. They get really bent out of shape, and it's okay. But I don't know. I honestly don't know where this is going to go. It's in the Democrat Party talked about, how they couldn't elect a Speaker of the House and that they were in chaos, in Congress trying to get rid of McCartney. And they finally did get Johnson put in there. And then Marjorie Taylor Greene tried to get rid of him, and that didn't work very well. But now the Democrat Party's in chaos. When are the Democrats not in chaos? And here's the thing that I'll leave with. They are trying so hard to fearmonger people. They are wanting to make you feel like that Trump is some kind of monster and that he is this criminal. They're the ones that prosecuted him. 30 years ago, all these years he's done business in New York and literally built New York back to where New York was dead. New York City was dead. Manhattan was dead. Trump come in and he fixed everything and under budget. Okay? And they did not give him the credit he deserves. If it wasn't for Trump, New York wouldn't be where it's at. And so now all of a sudden that he's not one of them and he's a Republican, then they want to take him away from, and even try to, that actor dude. He wanted to come out and say Trump didn't belong in his city. Dude, he was born in New York just like you. Screw you, And so here you have New York City, and they're going bankrupt because of all the immigrants they brought in, illegals. They can't take care of them. And they don't know what to do, so they're trying to tax everybody to death in order to pay for all the hotels and pay for all the, gift cards. And California is going through the same thing. And New York City is going broke. And so now it is a felony to have business records, right? You can be criminalized for, they call it fraudulent, but here's the thing, who did he fraud? Because in all 34 counts that they accused Trump of, there's not one victim. Not one victim out of those 34 counts of felonies came and said, I was frauded by Donald Trump. There's not one single victim. You know who brought that out? Judge Judy. She said, where's the victim? Who did he fraud? Because she said, as far as I see, all of the banks were satisfied. He paid all of his loans. And with interest. He paid his taxes. And he, what do you call it, with the tax cut? He even brought it up about Hillary and how Hillary benefited from the tax cut. A lot of the Democrats benefited from the tax cut. Because they're in the wealthy bracket. Have y'all not gotten a clue yet, Democrats? All of these people who are against people being wealthy and capitalism have gained off of capitalism. They're all wealthy. Look at Nancy Pelosi, how wealthy she is. Most of that 1,000 people that are billionaires that Joe is talking about, there's 1,000 billionaires in the United States. I bet you 90% of them are Democrat. How much you want to bet? 90% of the billionaires, or they're black. Because they're rap singers, they're musicians, they're basketball players, they work for football, the NBA, they're billionaires because of the sports industry and music industry. Right? So they're one of them. I'm just saying. How long have I got? Oh yeah, I'm doing good. I mean, it's really honestly selfish of the Democrat Party to keep Joe on. And it's selfish of his wife, who is being really greedy and wanting to keep power. And I just honestly think that if you love your husband, that you would not put him through what she is putting Joe through. I don't think you would do any family member that way if you honestly, truly love them. And I just don't think she loves Joe. I mean, you can't prove it to me. And she talks to him like he's a baby. How can you talk to a president of the United States like they're a baby and embarrass them in front of the entire world? Oh, Joe, you did so good, honey. You answered all of the questions. Mommy is so proud of you. Okay. Mommy is proud of you, Jojo. You did so good, baby. I'm just so proud of you. You just were just so good in front of them mean Republicans, that mean orange Donald Trump. You whipped him good. You did, honey. Lord have mercy. I would not want that woman for a nursemaid. Oh my God, if I had that left over for a nursemaid, I would just go out and just like, Lord, take me now. Lord, here I am. No more punishment, please, Lord. That woman is as goofy as hell. I don't know who I could dislike worse, her or Barbara Bush. George the Senior. Barbara Bush, she was the most annoying human being on this planet. I could not stand Barbara Bush. I don't know what it was. I just honestly could not stomach her. Of course, back then I was still a Democrat too. And it was like the sight of her, I was just like, how is this person our first lady? I don't get it. And, Bush was a wartime president. All of the Bushes were. Every time we got a damn Bush in office, we went to war. Or we stayed in war. He got his kid in there, George Bush Jr., and we had 9/11. And the biggest lie that the Democrats are using is how Trump somehow has spent more money than any president in the United States of America. And this was because of COVID. You guys do realize you approved billions of dollars for not only gain-of-function research, but for all of the other stuff that went with COVID and to pay people. Okay? That was not Trump's doing. That was Congress who approved a humongous bill. You're talking billions of dollars. People had to have businesses paid because they had to pay employees in order to stay and work because y'all shut the businesses down. It was like red states and blue states. Florida stayed open. California shut down. You even shut churches down. Even if they went out in the parking lot, you had police showing up and shutting the churches down. That wasn't Trump. Y'all demanded people to wear a mask, and you find out the mask didn't work. I never got that concept. So I got to be careful on medical stuff. I get myself in trouble. But I'm just saying is y'all guys are sitting here saying all this money that Trump spent. He spent money on our military. Our military was depleted. And he put money into our military to protect us. And then he spent money on the border wall to protect the border, which you guys dismantled and sold off to the highest bidder. Okay? And you want to try to say that Trump didn't get the wall finished. Well, it was almost finished. He would have had it built. But I guarantee when he comes back, he's going to have it built, and he's talking about building a dome like Israel. I think that's awesome as hell. To have a great big old dome, military dome, to protect our country. I think that's awesome. And how come it is, you had 4 years of Joe Biden, and he has not, made DACA citizens. He had 8 years with Obama and 4 years as president here. And not one time, he's president right now. Why doesn't he overturn Roe? Why doesn't he make abortion legal in the United States in all 50 states? He's trying to make this a campaign promise, for the next 4 years. He's president now. Why doesn't he do it now? Because he can't. It's another big lie. He can't. He has to go through Congress. He has to literally approve it because it's state by state. He cannot go out and overturn Roe v. Wade once it has gone back to the states. He is lying. Because if he could overturn abortion, he would have made an executive order and done it now. While he's president right now. You know how huge that would be for a win for him? If he was to have already done that, he would have used that for a campaign deal a long time ago. Why can't he legalize marijuana in all 50 states? Right now, if he did those two things, it would pull him over and he'd beat Trump. He would probably beat Trump in a landslide. But he cannot do that as president. He's using it as rhetoric and lies. I'm telling y'all keep believing what you want to believe. And if you want to put Joe in a wheelchair and a blanket over him and give him an ice cream cone and push him over the finish line, you just go right ahead because you're an embarrassment to our country. Y'all better be thinking of something new. Y'all should have been thinking of something new last year instead of 3 and 4 months before election. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. But I'm going to hop off here, guys. Much love to each and every one of you. Stay happy, blessed, and safe. And I will keep y'all updated on the storms. Bye, guys.